Go back to the economy for 1 second, because how many years, as you look at these deficits and you look at the debt ceiling battle that's going on in Washington, and for example, Paul Ryan is talking about cutting $6.2 trillion over a period of time, reforming Medicare, Social Security. If you become president, realistically, how are you going to balance the budget, how long it's going to take, and how do you deal with entitlements, which seems, you know, we're always told it's the third rail in American politics. Don't touch them. How would you deal with those?
Well, there are three parts of government spending. One is the discretionary accounts, and those have to be pulled back dramatically. Number two is the military. A lot of waste in the military. But I'm not going to take that waste and use it to fund more social programs. I'm going to take that waste and rebuild a modern Navy and a modern Air Force and have more boots that we're able to put on the ground. So we're not going to cut our military spending. Then comes, if you will, all the entitlements. Medicaid, give it back to the states. Dramatically reduce its cost.
Give it back.
Give it back to the states. A lot of what is being done in Washington can be done for less cost and with less fraud by giving it back to the states.
Do you like the Ryan plan? And
I do.
And you do?
I do like the Ryan plan.
And how do you overcome the demagoguery?
It's not my plan. It's not my plan.
Yeah,
my plan is
like
different than the Ryan plan, but his is a great start.
Yeah.
His objectives make sense. He wants more choice for the American people. That's good. So I like those features.
What do you do when they say you're going to be throwing Granny over the cliff?
You know, we're going to live with demagoguery. I think the American people recognize that the time for truth is here, and the time for kicking the can down the road is gone. And I think if the president sticks to his demagoguery on this issue, that ultimately the American people are going to say, we've had enough of that. We got to be honest. People recognize we can't keep going like we're going, that the debt that we're putting in place is crippling for the future, and that the only way to save Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security is by reforming them and making them sustainable. Otherwise, we could go off that cliff, and these programs could be in real jeopardy.
Last question. As you look at all of your rivals now that you're officially in this race, how tough is it going to be, and how do you distinguish yourself in this race from all of your fellow GOP hopefuls?
I think we're far more effective and wise as people running for the Republican nomination, not to spend our time shooting at one another, but to make sure that our sights are very much focused on the presidency and getting America right again and creating jobs and keeping America strong. And we'll each describe our own vision for that and our own experience. And I believe I'm the guy that's in this race with 25 years of private sector experience, also having run an Olympics and run a state. I've demonstrated what I can do, the good and the bad. And I believe that record and my vision is what will distinguish me from the rest of the field and hopefully give me a chance to get America strong again.